Self-sabotage, we have all done it. You know, that uncontrollable urge to say or do something that ends up really not getting you what you want. You may not even realize it, but a lot of times we end up trying to control outcomes and really other people in order to help ourselves feel safe. Self-sabotage is something we've all experienced, and it can be really confusing when we do the things we don't want to do. So today I'm talking about why this happens, and I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do starting today to stop that process and change the way that you function in relationships and in life. I'm Ketra Thompson, and I'm a certified master hypnotist and a relationship connection coach. What I do is I help my clients make major shifts on a subconscious level. And this allows them to have the life they want, the love they want, and I couple that with helping them get the necessary skills to implement those changes and create really what they're looking for in life. Now, before I jump into this, I want to remind you that there is a link in the description where you can set up a completely free complimentary consultation call. So if you're interested in working with me, that's the best way to get all your questions answered and to find out if we're a really good fit to work together. Also in that description is the link to my website that allows you to download a free hypnosis relaxation recording that I've custom done as a gift for you, so you don't want to miss out on that. Self-sabotage is a subconscious protective function. Now, this protective function is there because you have all these belief systems in your subconscious mind, and it's a program that's running your life, whether you like it or not, and you're not really aware of it. It's just the programming, just like a computer program. It just automatically happens. So when we're programming our subconscious mind, we're doing it at a really young age, and we're discerning the things that are happening around us with actually not very much discernment at all. We're assigning meaning to them. And then we create a belief system around it. So if you have an inner belief that's like believing that you're unworthy, that you're unlovable, that people aren't safe for you, that things always end badly, or maybe that good things always get taken away from you. Whatever the belief is, your subconscious mind is always continuously working to prove those beliefs true. So it's always looking for evidence to justify whatever it is you believe in your subconscious programming. You've heard the saying, whatever you look for is what you'll find. And that's exactly what I'm talking about here. You might believe that there are specific milestones that need to be met in a relationship at a specific time. And if those aren't met, you might make assumptions based on your core beliefs, these deep subconscious belief systems. And this is why some dating and relationship advice can actually be damaging. People are unique, and they function differently, and they have different core beliefs, and they have different subconscious programming. So it's really important, regardless of whether this is a relationship issue or a work issue or whatever, that you look at the big picture, that you don't zoom in on this microscopic issue without taking into consideration everything else around it. Your own self-sabotage will break your heart way more than any other person ever can. It can cause you to act out or withhold actions in specific ways that end up kind of testing someone else or end up creating a lot of chaos. So whenever you're just blowing a situation way out of proportion, you need to be able to step back. And this can happen in your relationships, your work situations, family situations, friend situations. It's not limited just to romantic love. So what can you do to stop it? Number 1 is look at the big picture. Ask yourself things like, does this person's actions match their words? Is this an isolated issue or a chronic ongoing issue? Is this worth blowing up over? Is this really as big as I think it is in this moment? We need to ask ourselves these questions, take a step back from where we are, and look at the big picture of the situation. So this is when you can do step 2, which is a reality check. You can ask yourself, what triggers do you have from your past that might be causing you to feel this way? Ask yourself, what kind of issues might this other person have in their past that might be contributing to this issue and causing a certain dynamic? And then really ask yourself, is this situation just a feeling that's being exacerbated by the past, or is it isolated to this specific situation? In other words, is it linked to something from the past? Do I have pain there and here? Or is it just from the past? Or is it just happening right now? And just get some clarity on that. And the third thing you can do is you can do some self-regulation practices, which require you to give yourself a timeout, giving yourself a minimum of 60 minutes to have a timeout for yourself so that you can do some deep breathing and some self-reflection about those processes we just talked about to help you get some clarity. That's really important. Giving yourself this time that you need to fully process what you're feeling before you act will save you so much pain. It'll save you from so much impulsivity, and it's stopping that neural pathway from going down a road that it's used to going down and giving it the time to calm down so you can redirect it. The time you take being self-reflective and looking at the big picture and getting really honest with yourself is what's going to help you determine whether or not this issue is worth addressing right now. Is it something that actually needs to be addressed, or is it something that you need to deal with personally? We tend to act like we can control what other people do, and we try to do that to protect ourselves. We try to do that to control what they're doing or what events happen because we don't want to get hurt. But you need to remind yourself that you cannot control other people, ever. You can share how you feel, you can self-regulate yourself, but you cannot control what they do or how they feel. So letting go of control is really important. And of course, if these issues are just wreaking havoc in your life, and this is an ongoing issue where your life isn't going where it wants, you aren't getting the relationships you want, they're breaking before you can get to a point of real connection, then that might be time for you to get some customized hypnotherapy, which is exactly what I do for my clients. I help them to reframe these beliefs on a subconscious level. And if you're ready to create that leap in your life, to get the love that you want, to create the life that you want, then check out that link. Because creating custom hypnotherapy processes is one of those things that I love doing because it helps create so much momentum. Instead of these tiny little incremental steps, it helps you take a big leap in your journey. It allows you to address the issue at the root cause instead of relying so much on willpower. This allows you to have so much less resistance so that you can create a life that you love. So if you're really ready, set up that consultation. You won't regret it. At the very least, you'll come away from the consultation call having a lot more clarity about what's going on with you. I want to also remind you, I have that free relaxation recording on my website, which is in the link below. You'll want to grab that just to help get that nervous system calmed down. And remember, when you change yourself, you change how the whole world interacts with you. So until next time, curate a life by your own design.